What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back. So, Activision and all their goodness, they finally released more information today about uh, Warzone 2.0, the DMZ, and everything just released. I am pretty excited for it's not reveal, but like more I guess, like updated Warzone 2.0 playthrough that's happening today. It's going to be happening probably by the time I upload this video, and then Warzone 2 will not eventually, will officially launch next week. So let's go through a bunch of new stuff that they're coming through that they just released, and so let's get ready with it. So starting on November 16th, season 1 will finally come out for Modern Warfare 2, and honestly, I doubt anyone gives a crap, or most people probably don't really give that much of a crap. Warzone 2.0 will deliver on all fronts. It's a massive free to play. Again, it's free to play BR, and then also the DMZ mode, which sounds a lot like the Dark Zone, and if you ever played the Division. So here's all the stuff that's coming out. Obviously, there's the new Warzone map, Al Mazrah. That's going to be big. The DMZ mode, that's also going to be in Al Mazrah. A new battle pass, some new operators already, some new weapons like the M13 and the Chimera. We haven't even barely upgraded like the current guns, and they're already like, here's some new weapons. But it'll probably come out mid-season, maybe, or maybe right in the beginning. I don't know. There's a new gulag, obviously, some new vehicles, new features like aquatic combat and things like that. That's kind of dope. Like, I like that stuff. So there's even raids now. So I think that'll be pretty fun. I believe the developers say you have a team of 8. So if you have a bunch of people you like to play with, and maybe quads is like, everyone's kind of like tossing a coin of who gets into quads. Normally in regular BR, now you can do raids with everybody, depending on how many people you have, right? And then luckily, a new co-op mission. I like that because I like co-op missions. I don't know, I think they're fun. Anyways, so Warzone 2.0 Al Mazrah is coming out. Yes, use 18 major points of interest. Explore them. Blah blah blah. New eras, just more marketing speech. Let's see. So a few new maps looks like are coming to, at the very least, Call of Duty, the normal Modern Warfare, and then updates to Warzone 2.0, and since the Call of Duty Next event that happened, I think 2 months ago. So here's the thing: loadouts are not leaving. Let's go. Yes. I thought the idea of removing loadouts was a huge miss on Warzone 2.0. That's kind of the Call of Duty like thing, having loadouts. But I also thought they were a little OP in Warzone 1, because that was like all about it, right? If you needed loadouts and you had to have loadouts because it comes with perks and all that crap and everything. But I feel like I don't know how they're gonna do it now. But we can just read out through it. So similar to Call of Duty, normal Warzone loadouts play a large role. So players will have a quicker access to the loadout's primary benefit, the primary weapon. Yes, there are 3 ways to earn a loadout. They're not saying if it comes with primary, secondaries, your lethals and tactical grenades and perks. But okay, shops, which is basically the new buy station, you can purchase their primary weapon from their created loadouts. Okay, so as we have a loadout, we can purchase the primary weapon. There will be loadout drop public event. Okay, so still public loadouts, or like drop loadout drops. Loadout drops will drop into Al Mazrah in the middle of battle royale matches. However, these are not limited or assigned to individual squads, but instead can be accessed by any players. Okay, so instead of getting your individual box now that you have to go to, so that you know how many people are near you, like if you see 3 boxes, there's 3 teams. Now I'm guessing it's 1 box that anyone can get to, which I guess that would also mean Like, let's just say there are 4 teams in an area and one box drops down to all 4 teams. Does that mean if all 4 teams gets eliminated, then the box drop, like, goes away? Or does, but since anyone can access these boxes, the loadout drop, so I guess these things just stick around the whole time, right? Like maybe they'll disappear after like a few minutes or something. But, basically, I guess the good thing is that, if you come back from a gulag, you can literally drop anywhere with a loadout drop, after one of these events and still get your loadout. You don't have to go to your box in case you drop, on the other side of like the map, like Warzone 1 did. So I think that's a good, but also it means like, it might be a lot of campers camping those boxes, those loadout drops, to pick off people who land there. But then again, you're gonna be sitting there all day, like just to pick off people. So maybe not. Strongholds and black sites. Players can also earn their loadout in early in game as a reward for clearing a stronghold or black site. I'm not a huge fan of this. Putting a enemy AI in the game, just not necessary. Like no one. I don't think that's a really. No one was really asking for that. You had the DMZ where players play against other players and enemy AI. You don't really need this. I feel like this should stay out of normal battle royale. Like this should just be in DMZ. That's it. Additionally, in-match cash can be used to purchase your primary weapon from creator loadout. Okay, so sounds like loadouts at this point just means you can buy your, or at least like from the, what's that called? The cash is used to buy your primary weapon from your loadouts. Then there's the loadout drops that can potentially give you more, but they're not saying what it gives us. So we shall see about that. So you can't buy loadouts anymore, but you can still get a loadout or some form of loadout. Looting mechanics. Okay, there's a new backpack system and in DMZ. Okay, so Warzone will implement a backpack system fully integrated for DMZ and streamlined for battle royale modes. Good, because the backpack system was not great. Even right now in co-op mode, the backpack system is like okay. It's kind of annoying, but sounds like. Sorry. So sounds like they have at least tweaked it a bit, but here we go. Supply boxes will throw out items to pick up when a player interacts with any other loot container, such as a duffel bag, medical case. They will function with the loot menu. Okay, that's good. So we still pick up items like we normally do, because what we saw in the next event was just ridiculous. Like, you would get a loot menu on every single box, and then you have to choose and pick which gun. It was just absolutely insane. The looting process was so much slower. So this actually makes it a lot quicker, and this arguably sounds like a lot more like Apex. So when a player dies, they drop a primary weapon on the ground and their backpack, which contains the rest of their content. Yeah, so basically it's a hybrid of Apex and Call of Duty. So, whereas Apex has the entire loot box in a menu and you need to dig through it, for attachments and grenades and all that stuff for what they're looting. Now you just have the primary weapon on the side and everything else is in the loot box, which is fine. I think that's okay. I'd much rather have the loot box than, I think, in Warzone 1.0, where everything's just dropped on the ground and sometimes you couldn't really pick up stuff unless like you move, like if you move like 1 inch like too far to the left, you somehow you pick up something completely different, or you had to like kind of finesse your way through loot if there's too much loot on the ground. I didn't like that at all. It wasn't like terribly broken, because like the likelihood of that actually happening was like maybe 1 in 10, like of the, like 10% of the time. Actually less than 10%, I would say 5% of the time. So most of the time you would just be able to pick up stuff no problem, but it was still kind of annoying if you had to dig through loot. So having a loot menu, I think it makes a lot of sense. So now there's a new gulag. I'm not crazy about the new gulag, but we'll see. So it'll still be 2v2 environment of randomly paired duos. All players will now receive a predefined loadout before you would pick up a gun in them, which is, I thought that was kind of stupid. At launch, This will be a pistol or a shotgun, a lethal grenade, and a tactical grenade. Okay, so you can get that stuff immediately, whereas like at least a lethal and tactical, you have to wait like 2 seconds or 3 seconds. So pistol or shotgun, that's why just a pistol or shotgun with highly effective weaponry and gear placed around them. Okay, so there's going to be other weapons there you can pick up, but you at least have a pistol or a shotgun to begin with. That makes sense. The Gulag also include a jailer who will appear in the middle of the map to help speed up the combat. Defeating jail will return all 4 prisoners back to Battle Royale, which offers a dilemma. Do both duos agree to wait and fight this powerful enemy together, or does one get greedy to go for the elimination victory? Is there still is there do we have area comms or whatever proximity comms for this so that people can vote, or like it'd be like, hey, look, it's like, okay, let's get jailer, yes, jailer or fight, jailer or fight. So I mean personally I would vote jailer every time, just so that I know I can guarantee to go back in. But then again, like if I can beat the other team, that's like, if I can kill both guys, that's 2 kills like under my belt, right? Or at least one of them. So there's no longer a key for you to get out. Instead of traditional overtime mechanic, if neither team nor jailer is eliminated for after a brief period of time, all 4 operators lose. Okay, so there's no longer capture the flag thing that happens. It's just like either you kill each other or kill the jailer, or you all lose. So you got to do something. That's not bad. Okay, AI combines in Battle Royale only on strongholds, black sites, and gulag overtime. Okay, so basically it's either the jailer, black sites, or strongholds. Still, I think they should not be in there. AI combines, don't need them. The gulag is just one of 3 places where AIs can fight AI combines, and they will be restricted to guard specific locations. All right, well, I just don't think they're necessary. Again, I they don't really count towards anything. It's not like they drop nicer stuff, and a lot of people use them as bait. And I feel like a lot of times when they even had AI combatants in Caldera, like I would end up getting shot from like 2 sides. Now, granted, like the AI shooting wasn't like they're not terribly accurate, but it was like you're basically you can get sandwiched between AI and people. So it was like I hated that. It was dumb. That's why they took it out. I think aquatic combat, get new vehicles, and fuel mechanic. Okay, I like the fuel mechanic. I'm guessing, or at least we'll see what goes into it. So circle collapse. There may be not be only one safe zone. That I kind of like that. Multiple circles in some cases is kind of fun. Ultimately, you do kind of come back with each other. So whatever, or you merge up again. Proximity chat cams are now open, so any in-game chatter can be picked up by any other squad. This can open up new ways to tackle engagements or mess with enemies who are holed up inside buildings. So does that also work with party chat? Like, is that how it goes? Like party and friend chat? Because right now I have my settings set up to party chat, so I don't hear anybody in multiplayer. But so I'm guessing I'm gonna have to open up if I play with randoms, I'm gonna have to open up my chat. And does that mean everyone will still hear me? And what is the distance? Like, is it within 10 meters, 5 meters, 20 meters? 20 meters is pretty close. I mean, pretty far away. So I would hope it's like within 5 to 10 meters. Otherwise, it's going to be crazy. Assimilation. In squad based DMZ modes, as well as special battle royale playlists, you have the choice to join up with enemy operators or form a larger squad. Okay. I don't know how that's going to work. Interrogation. In squad based modes, intel is everything. Reveal enemy locations by successfully shaking down player controlled enemies while they are downed. So if a player is down, you can interrogate them, which I guess is like going to be, instead of just shooting them and like thirsting them, you can interrogate them and they'll reveal their positions. Hopefully that's not a very long process. Heavy chopper and Hummer EV. I don't think a heavy chopper is a good idea, but a Hummer EV maybe. Two new vehicles because choppers they don't need to be stronger. So ATVs, UTVs is all terrain 4-seater, hatchbacks, SUVs, GMC Hummer. That's not branded at all. Cargo trucks, so like Berthas, light helo, so the normal helo that we got, heavy helo. I think that's a bad idea. Maneuverable tactical boat designed for special forces, whatever the rib is. Armored patrol boat, okay, fair enough. Vehicle fuel and gas station, okay, no more unlimited fuel sources. All vehicles, yes, including EV, use fuel over time. When it runs out, that vehicle is no longer usable. Vehicles can be refilled either with gas cans found around the map or at gas stations. Gas stations can also repair body damage and tires, thereby restoring vehicle health. However, operators can also perform flat tire repairs anywhere in the world. Flat tire? Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically vehicles are not as viable anymore in sense like they're no longer just a bunker for you to sit in until you get the hell out of it, more or less. All right, you can still shoot the player, but now you can disable a vehicle much easier, and they can't just drive around the whole time. So I'm guessing now with like if they still have the contract of a most wanted contract, you can't just drive around for 3 minutes and just hope that nothing happens to you. So at least that's kind of cool. Aquatic combat, this ought to be interesting. So whether it's a boat, you're going to be running. I'm guessing that we're going to be running over people in water in boats for a while. So, only sidearms, melee weapons, and throwing knives can be used. How can you use a throwing knife underwater? That doesn't even make sense. While you're submerged, also try using lethal and tactical underwater for a wide variety of potentially destructive effects. Okay, so you can't just you can't just be underwater with an AR. It has to be sidearms like pistols, melee weapons. Naturally, I don't know about the throwing knife, but maybe it's just only the slashing part, not so much the like chucking part, which will be weird. Like if bullets can't even travel that fast. How are you gonna use a throwing knife underwater? Um, okay, each buy station contains a unique set of items for purchase in limited quantity, including kill streaks, armor plates. So you can't just buy more and more. Like it's not unlimited armor plates. I don't know about that. And more. You can see these offerings and can buy back fallen squad mates within the new interface. Hold up, limited quantity of all this stuff. So someone can buy out like the amount of kill streaks and armors at a specific buy station. I don't think that's a good idea. Like that's just kind of I mean it's kind of good, but it's also kind of I mean that's going to be kind of crazy. So if someone's just loaded, they're just going to buy up a ton of shit. I mean, you won't need to use all of it, but or you won't probably be able to use all of it, but still. That's just kind of cool, kind of crazy cuz like, if a buy station gets used too many times, then at the end of the day all they're good for is buying back teammates and you can't even get plates. So that's gonna be a little crazy. That's gonna be crazy. I think I'm kind of half and half on that. Half and half. DMZ play the your way and complete a new Warzone experience. All right, so DMZ is a new mode. So additional to the normal modes, DMZ is an open world narrative focused extraction mode where operator squads have free reign to complete faction based missions, take on additional side objectives, engage with enemy operators or AI combatants, and search for valuable items, all while fighting to survive towards exfiltration. Okay. Expect a tactical overview into this mode closer to launch week. Okay, got it. Okay, third person playlist that's coming in season 1. That's cool. Let's see what else. There's going to be a new Caldera. What's this going to be about? So normal Warzone continues as normal until the 16th. Then a short intermission takes place during the launch of. So are they going to close down? Oh, it will close down for a little bit. on the 16th. Holy crap! Um, okay, okay. During this time, studio development resources led by Raven. Yeah, right. You're just this is bullshit. Like this is not so that resources can be free. This is so that they just have great numbers on Warzone 2.0 day 1, you know? Cuz I mean, I don't know who the hell is playing Warzone 1 right now or like normal war or first Warzone right now, but this is just to migrate, the couple tens of thousands of people onto Warzone 2.0 no matter what, so that people can't play Warzone 1 at all. Once Warzone 2 is ecosystem is fully stable and some development break for developers naturally, is planned to relaunch Caldera as a separate experience. This will approximately be 10 a.m. November 20th. Okay, so the end of this month, Caldera will come back, but for a little bit, it won't be there. um, okay, as to those who played Warzone 1 will be gifted a few items to use in Warzone 2. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, there's the relaunch, players progression, cross progression for Windows or for XP. So it's a standard battle. Why would they still even have battle passes? So okay, for sure the 2x and the weapon XP are not transferable. That sucks. While won't have an in-game store, COD points will be transferable between all games. Ooh. Okay, so don't use your COD points then. Okay. I guess, right? Like, is that what they're saying? Like, so the 1,000 COD points I still have, I can transfer. They will be transferable. Is that what I'm getting at or getting here? And yeah, so I don't really care about. Ooh, I do care about this. Shipment set for reimagined return. All right, so there will be a shipment in Modern Warfare 2. Nice. And a shoot the ship. Well, that will also come mid season. Nice. Okay, cool. So these things, shipment and yeah, okay, these things are coming back. That's cool, so that we can still play them. But yeah, that's kind of all. Honestly, that's ooh. Okay, actually, I do want to look at this new mission at launch for the spec ops and a raid mission. Okay, let's see what this is about. High ground. Find and destroy enemy communication servers to locate and check 3 hard drives with vital enemy intel. One operator will be tasked with piloting an attack chopper to clear out dangerous landmines, while the other works with AI allies as part of ground assault team to infiltrate buildings that contain enemy equipment. Be sure to replay this mission to get 3 weekly stars and tackle those daily challenges for additional stars. That sounds kind of fun. That sounds kind of fun. Okay. Coming mid-season, Raid Episode 1. Okay, continue the story of Modern Warfare 2 campaign. Raids will be the ultimate challenge for trios. Oh man, it's only trios? With a mix of stealth, all-out action, and puzzle-solving objectives. Okay, I kind of like this. I always liked raids and like really like Destiny 2 raids, even though they were super like kind of specific and a little too like crazy at times. But I do like this. Expect a full tactical overview and additional raids intel. Okay, that's not bad. But I wish it was more than trios. I wish it was like 8 people. At least quads. At least quads. Tier 1 players will be available at the start of the season. Okay. Combat records will arrive in Modern Warfare 2 season 1. Finally. So now we can finally see what everyone our KDs and stuff are. That's funny. Okay, so new battle pass, obviously now with more player choice. Conquer a new battle pass. Okay, 4 weapons, 6 total operators are coming. There's a seasonal prestige system that's still going to be around. Um, Introducing a new battle pass. Sorry, just looking at some other stuff. Okay. So it's gonna be this new sniper rifle. Looks like the op from CS, old school CS. Then this what looks like to be another MP5 SMG. Looks like an Chimera assault rifle. Looks kind of like a really short M13. This rendering is terrible. Whatever. And then the actual M13 is coming back. That's kind of cool. I always like the M13. Squad goals, 6 new operators. That's cool. We got Zeus. Whoa, dude looks like a stormtrooper. Klaus, can't even see him. All right. Gas. All right. We get Gas coming back. And then whoever the hell these fools are. Are they based off of real people? I don't know. And then more prestige stuff. That's cool. What else? Damn, there's a lot of information on this too. I'm sorry, this is a long ass video already. Call of Duty Endowment for Honor of Veterans Day, naturally. And then some gear, and looks like that's about it. And that's it. So main takeaways here: Warzone 2.0 is coming next week, where we are getting loadouts again. I'll bet a bit different. We are going to get DMZ day one. We're going to get loadouts day one. This is going to be obviously very different compared to Warzone 1. There's going to be solos, duos, trios, quads, and there's going to be DMZ. There's going to be a new gulag, slightly different from what we saw in Call of Duty Next. So they actually changed a decent amount from Call of Duty Next. I would say probably about 20% to 25 to 30% of the game that they did actually change, and there'll probably be more changes coming forward, depending on just how the public receives it. So very cool. I'm very excited about Warzone 2.0. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys out there next week on Warzone 2.0. All right, take it easy, guys.